Sanbonani, Dumalang, Indi Machaloni, warmest greetings to our dearest family, our friends, and Ricardo's fans from around the world. Ricardo, we want to, on his behalf, thank all our friends and family and his fans for giving us the last 6 days to grieve and for giving us that space, including most of the media, and we thank them for that. Ricardo called me 11 days before he left us, and he wanted to had a list of things he wanted to thank me about. And I had a little bit of a disagreement with him because I reminded him that he was my son and that he didn't need to thank me, that everything we did as parents we do with joy. And I want to just quickly thank him. And I want to say thank you, Ricardo, for preaching the message of love, unity, and justice in your work and in your life. For bringing our beautiful grandchildren, Jordan and Mike, into our life, and your amazing, amazing, amazing wife, Bianca. Thank you for sharing your anger and your heartbreak at the injustice and corruption in our country during our last conversation. I wish it did not drive you to such sadness and such depression. Thank you for the courage in dealing with your addictions in a mature, honest, and public way so that others who face similar problems could benefit and learn, and to say that addiction is not a crime, it's an illness. I want to thank you, Ricardo, for coming with me to Zimbabwe in the Underground Solidarity Mission in 2008 when the people of Zimbabwe needed our help. I was so proud of you but scared so much of your safety at the same time. Thank you for coming to Amsterdam when I was at Greenpeace and spending those long conversations every other night when I was with you. But most of all, the thing that we did together for each other during that time was you helped me to help me come to terms with my mother's suicide from 40 years ago. And I hope I helped you as well deal with the tragic loss of your dearest father. It means so much to me that you ended up calling your album that you composed in Amsterdam, Family Values. Thank you for, in the last conversation, talking honestly about the struggle that you had, about people putting you out there as a role model, and that you were looking around the scale of the injustices and inequalities and struggling to see how it could meet. You also talked about getting rid of things and wanting to make your life more simple, and that the fact that you got attacked on social media for trying to do that. You said, "Pups, I'm going to try and scale things down. Bianca and I and the kids are just fine." And then you jokingly said, "But Pops, I'm going to scale things down, but I'm not going to be as extreme as you and move to Yeovil." In our last conversation, you also said, "Mom and I need to help you with your core vision, which is to support young people." You were so concerned about young people at risk, but you also wanted to stop young people to have the same chances that you had to break into music, arts, and culture. 3 days after you spoke to me, you put out this tweet. You said, "Please believe in young people. Give them as many opportunities as they need to prove themselves at any cost. And Mama, I, and the rest of the family will work with your fans to bring this vision to light and ensure that there will be a foundation set up in your name to serve young people in Africa." But of all the things I want to thank you, Ricardo, the main thing I want to thank you was for giving me the opportunity to call you son, and hearing you call me Pops when you did. There are so many things I'm grateful to Ricardo for. I could go on forever. But as you told me on more than one occasion, Ricardo, Mama can say twice as much you can in half the time. So I'm going to hand over to your dearest mom to do that. Thank you, Ricardo. Ngiyabonga kakhulu, Ndole Bua. Amagashle Mtanam.
Riky, words no longer have any relevance now. There's nothing to be said at this point because, Riky, you are no longer this or that. You are everything. At this point, you are no longer here or there. You are everything. So, my darling, notwithstanding the lack of relevance of words now, I do want to use some words to satisfy a burning desire in me, and the burning desire is to say thank you. I want to thank you for the opportunity to be your mother. I want to thank you for the lasting lessons that I learned from your vulnerability. And I want you to now rest. I want you to now go and meet with your freedom. We will carry on your legacy. Your beautiful children will be led, will be loved, will be guided in the way that you have already shown us how to. May it be well with you, my son. Lala ngoxolo. Ndawundo, bamsanda, bomakhado. Lala ngoxolo mntanam.
Good afternoon, friends, family, and cotton eaters. Today I'm here to pay tribute to my partner, my soulmate, my Babsi. When I think about 9 years together, here are some of the things I'm most grateful for. Our journey as parents started at the beginning of our relationship. He was an amazing father to Jordan. They had the most incredible bond from day one. She brought softness to his life and his to hers. Riky and I were then blessed with our beautiful son, Mike. Our children taught Riky and I the importance of family values. He loved teaching them new things. He wanted them to always be open to new experiences. He always wanted them to stretch their thinking, expand their horizons, and be open to possibilities. He took a keen interest in their hobbies and passions and invested in them. Things like cooking, music, art, Lego, skateboarding, The Mandalorian, and the Marvel Universe were just some of the things that he enjoyed with the children and I. We loved taking family trips, and he taught us all to connect with the locals and immerse ourselves in the culture of whatever land we found ourselves in. He loved them deeply. He was their protector. He was their biggest fan, their Mandalorian, and he will continue to be. As a partner, he always encouraged me to come out of my shell and allow myself to step into the light and conquer my shyness. He wanted me to shine. He always wanted me to figure out what I wanted to do for me and to find that which set my soul on fire. Little did he know that he was it. Ours was a destined, preordained match, as though God himself made it so we found each other in this lifetime. I was put in his life to love him, to care for him, and to help him on his journey to fulfill part of his purpose. Ours is a deep, pure love. Part of my role was to help elevate and enable him to shine his light into the world, and I will continue. His love for me was honest, authentic, and transcendent as mine for him. He often said that I was saving his life without realizing that he too was saving mine. My king, my heart, my forever love. Thank you for giving us all that you had to give in this lifetime. Thank you for choosing me, teaching me, and for believing in us. I will forever be grateful for the gift of you. I promise to give our children all your love and mine, to keep your memory and your light shining bright. I promise to continue fulfilling your purpose, honoring your memory, and I'll make sure that your legacy lives on in your children, in your work, the whole time. To the fans, friends, and family, I thank you for your love, your compassion, and for understanding and embracing Ricky's energy. Riky would want you to remember this. It's got to be right. It's got to be good. It's got to be nice. Keep smiling for the joy. Keep looking for the joy. You do this for you. Stay shining.